We tell ourselves that monsters are strangers. But sometimes, they're the people we once loved. In Maplewood, Oregon, where people left their doors unlocked, tragedy grew in silence. Samantha Price had everything to live for. And Daniel Carter had nothing left to lose. Samantha Price, 27, was beloved in her hometown. A rising star at the local veterinary clinic, a favorite at the local art fair, and the kind of person who remembered everyone's birthday. She dreamed of opening her own animal rescue one day. She even had a name picked out, Second Chance's Sanctuary. But Samantha's own second chance, a new life after a painful breakup, would never come. Friends described Samantha as the glue of the group. Always organizing weekend hikes, volunteering at the local animal shelter, hosting movie nights. Her sister, Emily Price, said, "Sam was the kind of person who could make you laugh when you wanted to cry. She had the biggest heart. The biggest dreams." Daniel Carter grew up just a few miles from Samantha. Quiet. Withdrawn. Struggling to find his place. In college, Daniel and Samantha dated briefly. Friends remembered it differently. Samantha called it fun but nothing serious. But for Daniel, it was everything. After college, Daniel's life spiraled, failed jobs, lost friendships, isolation. In Daniel's mind, Samantha remained perfect. Untouchable. The symbol of everything he couldn't have. Fall 2021. A random meeting at the grocery store. Daniel spotted Samantha by the flower section. He approached. They laughed awkwardly. Samantha was polite, she always was, and agreed to grab coffee sometime. But to Daniel, it wasn't just coffee. He thought it was destiny. Over the next few weeks, Daniel flooded Samantha with texts. When she gently pulled away, the obsession grew stronger. At first, it was small things. A car parked across the street too many nights. Anonymous flowers left at her door. Samantha brushed it off, until the threat started. "If I can't have you, no one will." Samantha filed a police report. But with no hard proof, no restraining order could be enforced. She told friends she felt like she was living in a nightmare. October 14, 2022. Samantha laughed with friends over margaritas, celebrating a coworker's birthday. Unseen outside. Daniel waited. At 11:17 p.m., Samantha left the restaurant alone. Surveillance footage showed her smiling as she walked to her car, unaware of the figure in the shadows. The argument lasted less than 2 minutes. A single shot shattered the silence. Maplewood PD quickly identified Daniel Carter. His car, a beaten-down gray Toyota, was caught speeding away from the scene. Detectives raided his mother's home, discovering chilling evidence. Hundreds of photos of Samantha. A journal filled with obsessive rants. Plans, scrawled on napkins, detailing how he could make her his forever. Daniel's capture came 36 hours later, hiding in a decaying farmhouse, covered in mud, muttering her name. Daniel pled not guilty, citing emotional distress. The defense painted him as troubled, heartbroken, desperate. But the prosecution had a different story. Daniel wasn't heartbroken. He was a predator. On May 18, 2023, after just 4 hours of deliberation, the jury found Daniel Carter guilty of second-degree murder. At sentencing, Samantha's mother stood trembling at the podium. Her voice breaking, she said, "You took my daughter because you thought she owed you her love. She didn't owe you anything. And now you will owe the world the rest of your life behind bars." Samantha's family never saw her dreams come true. They never heard her laughter fill the house again. And Maplewood learned a brutal truth. Sometimes the greatest threats don't come from strangers. They come from the people who once said, "I love you."